Hello, my dear friend. Welcome to the session of Wellness, Wonder, and Learning. Today, I am going to tell you about an amino acid that is chemical messenger, which is very important for the brain or for the functioning of the brain, you can say, because this is involved in reward, motivation, memory, attention, and even regulation of your body movements. What is it? Dopamine. Dopamine is very important. When it is released in large amounts, what happens? It creates feeling of pleasure and reward, which motivates you to repeat a specific behavior. You feel happy in repeating this type of the behavior, which is mood refresher, you can say. In contrast, when dopamine is released in less quantity, less amount, then what happens? It reduces the motivation and decreases the enthusiasm for things that would excite most people. You feel it is a kind of depression. Dopamine levels are typically well regulated within the nervous system. When these levels get deregulated, you may develop a mood which is a disorder called depression. Now, we will try to understand that can this amino acid, that is dopamine, be regulated in a natural way? And what are these foods which can increase the dopamine? Now, first of all, eat lots of protein. Protein. Amino acids are the building blocks of proteins. And among the amino acids, 20 amino acids are needed to make all the proteins in your body. One amino acid called tyrosine has a critical role in dopamine production, and you can get it from protein rich foods such as turkey, beef, eggs, dairy, soy, and legumes. These are the foods which has high level of tyrosine. Now, what the studies shows? Studies says that increasing tyrosine and another amino acid phenylalanine can raise dopamine levels in the brain, and your mood becomes refreshed, which may promote deep thinking and improve memory. On the other hand, eliminating phenylalanine and tyrosine, when it is produced in less quantity, what happens? It develops a kind of depression. So it is very important that we take such protein in which these tyrosine and phenylalanine are rich. So, what is required? Studies show that extremely high or extremely low intakes of these amino acids can impact the dopamine levels, and it is unknown whether typical variation in protein intake would have much impact. Now, further study is required to know all these things. So, my dear friend, dopamine is produced from the amino acids tyrosine and phenylalanine, both of which can be obtained from protein-rich foods. This we should take care of. Very high intakes of these amino acids may boost dopamine levels, and you always remain enthusiastic, energetic, and you always feel like to do something new. So this chemical is responsible for this. Now, second is eat less saturated fat. Research shows that saturated fats, such as those found in animal fat, butter, full fat dairy, palm oil, and coconut oil, may disrupt dopamine production in the brain when consumed in large amounts. When these saturated fats are consumed in large amounts, then production of dopamine reduces. Another study says that what when we consume 50% of their calories from the saturated fat, then it reduces the dopamine signaling in reward areas of brains compared with the animals that received the same amount of calories from the unsaturated fats. Experiment says this. Some researchers also hypothesize that diets high in saturated fat may increase inflammation in your body, leading to change in dopamine system. But further study is also required in this case. So, what is the conclusion? Conclusion is that foods high in saturated fat may reduce dopamine signaling in the brain. That is, there will be less production of dopamine, leading to blunted reward response, and you feel like depression. You are depressed. Now, third is consume probiotics. Research found that the gut and the brain are closely linked, and that certain species of bacteria can produce dopamine, which may impact mood and behavior. Bacteria is responsible for production of dopamine. Now, several studies have been done and shows that large quantities of probiotic bacteria can reduce anxiety and depression systems in the humans and animals both. Though the mechanism of this action is not fully understood, it is also required to study further. More research is needed to better understanding of the effects of the probiotics on dopamine production and mood. But it is very essential that we should take care of these probiotics. Probiotic supplements have been linked to the improved mood in humans and animals. But further, more research is needed in this case. Next is eat velvet beans. Velvet beans, also known as Mucuna pruriens, naturally it contains high levels of L-dopa, and precursor molecule to dopamine. It gives space for the dopamine. A study shows that eating these beans may help raise dopamine levels naturally, and especially in the people with Parkinson's disease, a movement disorder caused by low dopamine levels. What is Parkinson's? This is movement disorder, and it is caused by low levels of dopamines. So, velvet beans we should take, but remember that velvet beans are toxic in high amounts, so its quantity is to be limited. Make sure to follow dose recommendation on the product level. It is also important to consult a healthcare professional before changing your diet or supplement routine. Velvet beans are natural source of L-dopa, a precursor molecule to dopamine. It gives space for the dopamine, and studies show that they may be as effective as Parkinson's disease medications at boosting dopamine levels, because Parkinson's disease is mainly caused due to less production of dopamines, level decreases, and most important is exercise. Exercise is recommended for boosting endorphin levels and improving mood. When you do exercise, then your mood improves. Multiple studies have found that physical activity has a positive effect on the brain, which includes improved mood. Research also shows that exercise can help raise dopamine levels, though more research is needed to find it out that actually what type of exercise and what time of exercise improves this level of the dopamine. So don't forget to do regular exercise. Regular exercise at certain interval of the time is very important, and it increases your mood level and it refreshes you. Another is get enough sleep. When dopamine is released in the brain, it creates feeling of alertness and awakeness. Awakefulness, you are awake. Research shows that dopamine is released in large amount in the morning when it is time to wake up, and that levels naturally fall in the evening when it is time to sleep. So, lack of sleep appears to disrupt these natural rhythms. Setting regular and high quality sleep may help keep your dopamine levels balanced and help you feel more alert and high functioning during the day. This is very important to me. Sleep hygiene can be improved by sleeping and awaking at the same time each day. You should make a schedule, reducing noise in your bedroom, avoiding caffeine in the evening, and using your bed only for sleeping. Very important thing. You take care of it. So, a regular sleep, quality sleep increases the level of dopamine in the brain, and it creates the alertness and functioning of your body and your brain also. Now, listen to music. Music can be fun way to stimulate dopamine levels in your brain. Several studies of humans and animals have found that listening to music can boost dopamine levels in the brain. So music therapy is very important, and it improves your mood by regulating the level and increasing the level of dopamine. Meditate. Meditation is the practice of clearing your mind, focusing inward, and letting your thoughts float by without judgment or attachment. So meditation is also good for health. You can do it while standing. You can do it while standing, sitting, or even walking. And regular practice is associated with improved mental and physical health. What the research says? Research says that meditation can help increase your dopamine levels. That is, this dopamine is in, produced in large amount when you do regular meditation. Furthermore, as a result, people who meditate regularly have been found to be more open to feedback than people who do not. However, again, more research is needed for this. But always remember, meditation can increase dopamine levels in the brain. It is very important. Get enough sunlight. Now, low sunshine exposure can lead to reduced levels of mood boosting neurotransmitters, including dopamine. What is dopamine is neurotransmitters, and sunlight exposure can increase its production. This can sometimes lead to seasonal affective disorder. This is very important. Consider supplements. You should also consider supplements, several vitamins and minerals to create dopamine, including iron, folate, and vitamin B6. This increases the level of dopamines in your mind, and your mood is refreshed. So remember all the things and take care of your health and mental status. Thank you very much.